Hey guys, Pocono Platy here. As many of you know, I recently retired, and I know some of you guys are thinking about retiring. I remember before my retirement, talking with some other guys that had been retired for quite a while, and they all told me how frustrating it was spending so much time with their wives. So, just during the short period of time that I've been retired, I wanted to let you know how I've been handling the situation with my wife. It's important for men to remember that as women grow older, it becomes harder for them to maintain the same quality of housekeeping as when they were younger. When you notice this, try not to yell at them. That is key. Oversensitive women, there's nothing worse than an oversensitive woman. So when I retired, being on a fixed income, it became necessary for her to get a full time job along with a part time job for both the extra income and the health benefits that we both needed. At this time, I decided to take up golfing and I joined the local golf club. Shortly after she started working, I noticed that she was beginning to show her age. I get home from the golf club about the same time when she finishes up work, and although she knows that I'm hungry, she almost always wants to rest for a half hour before she starts dinner. Guys, the key, don't yell. Instead, tell her, take your time, just wake me up when dinner's on the table. Since joining the club, I generally have lunch each day at the grill at the club. So eating out's not an option in the evening. I'm ready for some home cooked grub when I hit the door. She used to do the dishes as soon as we were finished eating, but now it's not unusual for them to sit on the table for several hours. I do what I can to be diplomatic about it, reminding her several times each evening that these dishes won't clean themselves. And I know she really appreciates it, as it does seem to motivate her to get the work, to get them done before she goes to bed. Another symptom of aging is complaining. For example, she will say it's difficult for her to pay the bills, to find the time to pay the bills during her lunch hour at work. But boys, remember, we take them for better or worse. So just smile and offer words of encouragement. I tell my wife, stretch it out over 2 or 3 days. That way you won't have to rush so much. I also remind her that missing lunch completely every now and then wouldn't hurt, if you know what I mean. I think tact is one of my strong points. When doing simple jobs, she seemed to think she needs more rest periods. The other day, she had to take a break, and she was only half done unloading the modified stone from my dump trailer. Try not to make a scene. I'm a fair man. I tell her, fix yourself a nice big cold glass of freshly squeezed lemonade and just sit for a while. And while you're there, get me a nice cold beer. I know that you probably think I'm a saint in the way that I support her, right? I'm not saying that showing this much patience and consideration is easy. Many men will find out it is difficult, and some will find it nearly impossible. Nobody knows better than I do how frustrating women get as they get older. However, guys, in closing, if you just use a little more tact and less criticism of your aging wife, I will consider that doing this is well worth it. After all we put up with, at the end of the day, we were all here, put on this earth to help each other. I hope you find these tips helpful.